Hello, good day. Welcome to Jamaica News Source, the best news source on YouTube. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Wanted man captured and wanted man slapped with more charges by the police. Sonnyman Walker, the wanted man who was arrested last week while attempting to flee by boat to Haiti, has been charged with last year's murder of a United States citizen in St. James. Walker, 21-year-old, who is also known as Sharpman, was charged on Wednesday with the murder of 65-year-old Theodore Wallin, who was found dead in St. James in March of last year. Wallin, a retired quality control inspector, was reportedly vacationing the island when he was murdered. It was reported that the American was found inside a room at a guest house with multiple stab wounds. Several of his personal belongings were missing. The police were alerted and Wallin was later pronounced dead at the guest house, which revealed a male leaving Wallin's room. The male was subsequently identified as Walker, who had been seen with Wallin hours before his body was discovered. Subsequently, attempt to locate Walker's initially failed. In a renewed attempt to locate him, Walker was listed on the May 12 edition of the police new social media initiative Wanted Wednesday, which is geared toward showcasing person identified as suspect in relation to various serious crime across the island. On Friday, May 14, Walker was finally apprehended in Rocky Point, Clarendon, while he was attempting to flee to Haiti to escape arrest. A man who was on the St. James Police Most Wanted list was captured during an operation in St. Thomas on Tuesday. He is 31-year-old Sanjay Odari Nelson, otherwise called Odari. Nelson was wanted for the murder of 23-year-old Lincoln Atkinson in the Backwood District, Pimento Hill, St. James on September 13, 2016. Reports are that about 5:45 p.m. Atkinson was at home when he was pronounced upon by armed assailants who opened gunfire, hitting him multiple times. Atkinson was later pronounced dead at hospital. Intensive investigation led to Nelson being later identified as a suspect and subsequently listed as a wanted person in relation to Atkinson murder. As a result, he was featured in the Jamaica Constabulary Force Wanted Wednesday's campaign, and intelligence led that was subsequently gathered led the St. Thomas police to an area of lit all in the parish, but Nelson was not found. However, on Tuesday, he was handed over to the police by a minister of religion. The police have thanked members of the public for participating in the campaign and otherwise. And a wanted man was shot dead during a reported confrontation with the police on Great George Street in Savalamar, Westmoreland, at about 3:35 p.m. on Thursday, May 6. The deceased has been identified as Jason Grant, otherwise called Wani of a Savalamar address. A 38 revolver with 5 rounds of ammunition was reportedly seized during the incident. The matter has been reported to the Independent Commissioner of Police, INDECOM, and the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The body of 37-year-old man was found on the Elliston Road Police Station compound in Kingston on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as Devon Smith. Reports are that the man is a brother of a woman who was killed by gunman on Johns Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, in late April while she and others were returning from a funeral. Sources claim the body was found hanging from an area close to the station building on the compound. The full details of exactly where on the station compound the body was found are still unclear. Sources also claim that Smith was released from prison just 2 days before, on Friday, May 28. It is unclear why he visited the police station. Sources have also indicated the sister of Smith was shot and killed by men who carried out an attack on a bus that was loaded with person coming from a funeral. The police said two women were killed in that attack and five others, including a 2-year-old child, were injured. The deceased were identified as 28-year-old Onika Carter of Georges Lane, Kingston, and Chasian Sr. of Parade Gardens in Central Kingston. According to the police, 7 persons were among mourners who attended the funeral of a man identified as Chai Terralang at Meadowrest Memorial Garden outside Spanish Town in St. Catherine. Further reports are that the passengers were seated on a coaster bus when gunmen opened fire, hitting 7 persons. They were transported to hospital where the two women died. On a radio interview after the incident, head of the police corporate communication unit, Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, cited that the gun attack was believed to have been in retaliation to the killing of Terrellang, who was murdered in January. Lindsay said the police were of the view that the shooting incident represented some kind of reprisal or some kind of sending off a violent message. Further investigation are ongoing. Morrison Campbell, otherwise called Hussein, a 27-year-old laborer of New Harbour Village, Old Harbour in St. Catherine, who was featured in the Forces Wanted Wednesday campaign, has been charged again. Campbell has been charged by the Hunts Bay Police for the offences of shooting with intent on Monday, May 31st. The latest charges stem from an incident that happened on Portland Avenue in Kingston 11 on Monday, July 27, 2020. Reports are that about 5:30 p.m. Campbell was among a group of men who allegedly fired shot at a team of officers. He reportedly escaped, however, after being featured in the campaign on Wednesday, May 12. He turned himself into the police the following day. The Hunts Bay Police previously charged Campbell with murder and illegal possession of firearm and ammunition in the connection with the shooting death of 65-year-old Ranglin, otherwise called George, about 2:45 a.m. in his community of Ferguson in Kingston 11 on Sunday, January 24. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for another banger and the latest news that is not coming in on the TV. You get what I say? You don't get these news anywhere else. You know what I mean? Exclusively on Jamaica's news source. One love.